Hey, sorry about the late start, everyone. We are here, live stream reactions and so much more for the Ravens and the Steelers. The 8-8 Ravens against the 8-7-1 Steelers. A lot on the line for both teams. As the Steelers just punted the ball away after their first drive of the game didn't really go anywhere, so they were forced to punt the ball away. And now we got Tyler Huntley coming out. Has won one game this year as a starter. He's 1-2 this year, but or 1-3, I should say. But oh man, this guy has a lot of potential, and the Ravens need this win. The Ravens need a lot to happen here. The Ravens need a win here. They need the Raiders to win. They need the Patriots to win, and they also need somehow the Jaguars to beat the Colts. Don't know how likely that is. Here we go. First down. Huntley rolling out to his right. Running now is Huntley. Huntley gains about a yard or two from the line of scrimmage, so a little bit of a gain there. Again, the Ravens' biggest concerns this year has been injury. Injury to the O-line, injury to the quarterback, injury obviously to the running back position, and defense, don't even get me started. It's been a god-awful. It has been trying times, to say the least, in Baltimore. John Harbaugh, of course, looking to have something to hang his hat on, I should say. 2nd and 8. Huntley drops back, fires to his left. Short pass out to Rashad Bateman. Gain of about 2. 3rd and possibly 4 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens now. Good time to tell everyone, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. TJ Watt, of course, is another story in this game. TJ Watt is about, I think, 1 sack away from holding the NFL record for single season sacks. Here on 3rd and 5, Huntley fires short, caught by Bateman. Bateman's across the 40 to about the 43-yard line, setting up a 1st and 10 as the Ravens find life here in this first quarter. This has not been a good first quarter team. They have not been good at all this year in the first quarter. It would mean a lot for this team to go down and score right here and hopefully take the lead here. We'll see what happens. Again, the Ravens need a lot to happen here, but none of it matters if they don't win. And we will be keeping an eye on the Jacksonville game. Here we go. It's going to be a jet sweep to Devin Duvernay. Duvernay able to fight for about a yard or 2, and that's going to set up a 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard run by Devin Duvernay. The Ravens are going to have to do a lot here, and they're going to have to rely on their offense. This defense, look, in the red zone, they are good. In the red zone, they are really good, actually. But the problem is they give up too many chunk yardage plays, too many scoring opportunities outside of that. That this defense, you can't rely on them right now. It's just the way it is right now in Baltimore. Here we go. Empty set here. Oh, the snap is low. Fumbled. Picked up, and he fumbled it again. And Tyler Huntley able to get it back, but TJ Watt was able to get that sack, and TJ Watt now holds the single season record for sacks in a season. My God, it was a bad snap by Bradley Bozeman through the legs of Huntley. He tried to pick it up and run with it, but he couldn't, and it got stripped again. Oh, brutal. And he got the strip sack too, did TJ Watt. And I think the Steelers may have come up with it. Let's see what they actually announce this as, because I think they're going to take a look at it here. And they're going to say it's Pittsburgh ball. Damn. Dreadful. I don't know, on the replay, it looked like Tyler Huntley may have fallen on it, and then while they were on the ground, it had the ball ripped away. But let's see. Hopefully they'll show a replay here about for that play. Man, TJ Watt, though, single season record for sacks. Huge deal. We just witnessed NFL history. And, Huntley didn't get all of it. He didn't get it. He did not secure it. That's Steelers ball. Man. So, yeah, that is interesting now. Is that going to be a sack? Is that going to be a sack, or is that going to be a forced fumble and a fumble recovery? To be determined by the stats team. Here we go. 1st and 10. Big Ben. Play action. Fires short for Zach, whatever his name is, number 81, the tight end, for a first down. Again, Big Ben playing his final game as a Pittsburgh Steeler, and no better way to go out, right? No better way to go out than in Baltimore. Ravens flock seems to be excited in the chat. I'm sorry about that. I don't share your excitement. I don't even think we have to first win this game, which is winning this game is going to be harder than Jacksonville beating the Colts. Like, I truly believe that. Here we go. Man in motion for Pittsburgh. Handoff here to Najee Harris. Najee Harris gets the edge, and Najee Harris picks up about 5. Tackled down by Bowser and Stevens. 5-yard pickup for him there. Well, what happened there? I think we lost our feed for a second, but we're back. Here we go. 2nd and 5 here coming up for Pittsburgh. Ben under center. Man in motion. Handoff here to Najee Harris. Up the gut. Najee Harris has room. Najee Harris to the 14-yard line. So the Steelers are driving here, and that is not a good sign for Baltimore. Baltimore, they can't rely on a comeback. That's not going to be enough. You can't have a comeback victory here because I'm sorry, we just haven't shown that we were able to do that. Baltimore's they just got to score. They've got to score in the first quarter. That's the only way they're going to win this game here. Only way. Ravens, a better red zone team than they are anywhere else on the field. Shotgun here on first down for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger takes the snap. Roethlisberger looks. He fires to his right, and it's going to be too high for Claypool. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And Big Ben is communicating something to Chase Claypool. Obviously, Big Ben wants to go out on top here. Again, no better way to have his final game than in Baltimore. Big Ben Roethlisberger has been part of the definition of the Ravens versus Steelers rivalry for the past 15, 16 years. 17 years now, if you really want to count it. 2nd down on the 14-yard line. Ben, handoff. Harris runs into a brick wall. Calais Campbell, who again might be playing his final game as a Baltimore Raven. A lot of uncertainty here on both teams. Calais Campbell might be gone. Brandon Williams might be gone. Jimmy Smith might be gone for the Baltimore Ravens. So, again, it is an emotional game that everyone wants to win. Playoffs or no playoffs, both of these teams want to get out of here with the victory for their teammates because both these teams have played very hard this year. Big Ben on 3rd and 11 here. So that 3rd and 11 here. Big Ben in the gun. Takes a snap. Looking. Flicks it short. And it is caught by Deontay Johnson. But he did not get to the line. Or he did not get to the line. The first down marker, I should say. And Johnson seems to be shaken up a little bit. He's slow to get up. And they're going to call it 4th down. And Johnson is on his knees. He does not look like he's doing well. But that's going to be a 4th and 1 call here for Pittsburgh, and you would imagine they go for it as Jacksonville just scored on Indy. Jacksonville just scored a touchdown on Indy in the first quarter. Let's go, baby. I'm not cheering for the injury. I'm cheering for Jacksonville scoring, but we hope Deontay Johnson is doing well. Guys, if you're just joining us, Pittsburgh stopped here on 4th down here. On the other side of this, they're probably going to go for it. But, again, Ravens-Steelers, very hard-hitting rivalry. Johnson just went down with an injury, and we got an update on the TJ Watt situation. So TJ Watt, because that was a forced fumble and a fumble recovery, he was not, repeat, not counted at, he was not granted, I should say, with a sack. So he still has to get another sack if he wants to get the NFL record for single season sacks in a season. Try saying that 3 times fast. I could barely say it once. But so TJ Watt unable to get that sack record there, but there's still 4 quarters to play and a really bad offensive line to play against, so I'm sure he'll have more opportunities for that. But he's got to wait for now as big decision time. Well, not really a big decision time. It is go for it time here for Pittsburgh, and wouldn't have it any other way. Like, they're not going to kick the field goal here. They're an 8-7-1 team. Baltimore's an 8-8 team. This is Pittsburgh, Baltimore. This is Big Ben versus the Ravens. Big Ben's final game, period, possibly. So they got to go for it here. You would think. I know there's probably some Ravens fans who are mad at me. It's like, oh, why are you advising the Steelers to go for it? You're not a real fan. I'm like, dude, it's like common sense, my G. It is common sense. Big news out of the NFL today. Vic Fangio was fired as head coach of the Denver Broncos. If you guys want to see my video on that, go on over to the archive. Just posted that earlier today. And I kind of broke down that whole situation, what led to it, and who might be in the running for that spot later on. Because that's a very coveted head coaching spot for the Denver Broncos. A very coveted head coaching spot. As they are keeping an eye on Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, 2-yard touchdown pass to Laquan Treadwell. And just like that, hey, man, that was the biggest thing the Ravens needed to happen. That's the biggest thing the Ravens needed to happen. The Ravens need to win this game. They need Indianapolis to lose against Jacksonville. And they need the Chargers to get beaten by the Raiders. And on top of that, Miami has to lose to New England. 4th and 1. Steelers are going for it. Single back formation. Big Ben under center. Changes the play at the line. Here we go. And there's a whistle before the play. And I think there was a false start on Pittsburgh. Flag is down. I think that was a false start on Pittsburgh. Yep. Oh, huge penalty there. So now it takes you from a 4th and inches to a 4th and 5, which now you're basically going to be forced to kick the field goal. Or are you? We'll see what Mike Tomlin does here. And Mike Tomlin doing the smart thing. He's bringing the field goal unit out there. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Ask your questions in the chat. Chip shot here for Chris Boswell, one of the best kickers in the game. Hits it right down the middle. 3-0 Pittsburgh here with 6:06 left in the first quarter. Again, the only way either of these teams get in is by winning today. They have to win. That is bare minimum, and then they need a lot of help. For the Ravens, you need so much to happen. If you're a Ravens fan like me, you need to win this game. You need Miami to you need Miami to lose against the New England Patriots. You need you need the Chargers tonight to lose to the Las Vegas Raiders. And on top of that, you're praying that somehow, some way, Jacksonville pulls out the miracle against the Colts today. So stranger things have happened in the NFL, but none of it matters if the Ravens don't win today. And I'm sure you could say the same thing for all those Steelers fans out there. But oh man, Week 18, baby. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the expansion of games, but Week 18, here's to you. What a wild ride it's been too in the NFL this year. We got a bunch of head coaches who are probably going to be on the chopping block over the next 24 hours. We know that Mike Zimmer, this is likely going to be his last week coaching the Minnesota Vikings because they have underwhelmed, especially since they signed Kirk Cousins to two fully guaranteed contracts. It has not yielded the results they wanted. Mike Zimmer's likely gone. Matt Nagy, this is going to be his last game. We know that Vic Fangio got fired after yesterday's game. And there's some other ones as well. Darrell Bevell for the Jaguars. He's likely going to coach his last game in Jacksonville. He's the interim coach after Urban Meyer stepped down. And then you have Rick Pisaccia, who might be able to will his team to the playoffs. But even if that happens, they're probably going to look in a different direction. Joe Judge, his seat's been getting hotter and hotter as the Giants just keep losing and losing. So a lot to happen over the next few hours. So it's gonna be a bloody Monday. A bloody Monday as far as head coaching jobs go in the NFL tomorrow. So we're taking a look back at some of the most iconic moments in Ravens Steelers history. Oh man. It is truly an end of an era. It's truly an end of an era with Big Ben retiring. The beginning of a new one. We'll see whoever the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to find to be their next quarterback after this season. Whether they go the young route or whether they go the more established veteran route. I could see them going the latter. I think they would go veteran until that young guy's there. Here we go. Very short kick, fielded at about the 14-yard line by Devin Duvernay. Duvernay able to take it across the 30 to the 31. So Devin Duvernay takes the ball out to the 31 with 6 minutes remaining. That is where the Ravens will start off. Oh, yeah, Super Wild Card Weekend this year. Super Wild Card Weekend. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday football, people, in the playoffs. Wow. It's going to be a fun time, isn't it? All right. 1st and 10 here for Tyler Huntley. Huntley in the pistol. Here we go. Now he's bringing in Freeman. And, there's some movement up front, and a false start is going to be called on the Ravens. Dreadful. Bloody dreadful. So it's a false start on 65. The Ravens, again, Indianapolis lost, Miami lost, and Los Angeles Chargers lost. And a win here, obviously, is the only way they get into the playoffs. I'm sure we'll be keeping a close eye on the Jacksonville game, as that's going to happen very early in that game. But Jacksonville is up, but that Miami game, and as well that Sunday night game, it's going to matter. Here we go. Huntley here drops back, fires to Mark Andrews, makes a great catch in traffic over a defender, through a defender, I should say. What a catch. He caught it on the defender's helmet. Mark Andrews leads all tight ends in receiving yards. I believe he's coming into this game, he's 134 yards away from breaking the all-time single-season record for tight ends. What a season he's at. He's at a forget Pro Bowl. He's at an all-pro level season as Mark Andrews. Here we go. 2nd and 2 here for the Ravens at the 39-yard line. Handoff here, and Latavius Murray is going to keep those legs a-churning for a first down across the 40. I think, worst case, both these teams are playing for pride. That's one thing we definitely know. Both of these teams are playing for pride. 4:55 remaining here. Man in motion. It was Hollywood. In the pistol again here. Play action. Huntley looking. Huntley nowhere to go. Huntley going to be brought down. No, yes. He was able to get out of one sack, but then he was brought down by Hayward. He was brought down by Hayward, who, again, gets his 10th sack as TJ Watt is on the sideline going 10 on some Sean Spears. Should I say Ty Dillinger shit? Oh, man. 2nd and 12 here for Baltimore now. 4 minutes remaining in this game. Tyler Huntley takes the snap out of the gun, looking, he fires middle of the field for Andrews, but it's picked off. And he's going to take it down across the 50, or the Steelers. Did that ball hit the ground, though? Did that ball hit the ground? They're going to take a look at it. Obviously, all turnovers under review. It was an overthrow. Ooh, I think he might have got that clean. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He dropped it. He straight up dropped it, actually. So they're gonna take a look at that. They called it a turnover, but they're gonna take a look at that. I don't know if he got. Oh, he might have been down by contact back there where he picked it off. Yeah, that's a pick. As far as I can tell, as far as I know, and I feel like I know enough of football to know that. Yeah, yes, it was a pick. It was a pick down by contact where he picked it off. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, he threw it to Mark Andrews. What else are you gonna do? Like there's no one else to really throw it to, or I mean, there's no one I would rather have you try to throw it to and have it be picked off, right? Like Mark Andrews down there somewhere too. Mark Andrews down there somewhere. Oh man, sad day for Baltimore and therefore the world. Oh man. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Got daily videos on the NFL, the NBA, WWE, AEW, and much more. We got weekly podcasts about all that stuff. Real Take Sports Talk will be coming back this week, I promise. Been a little busy since the holidays came back, but yeah, not as busy as the Ravens better get here as they are down to Pittsburgh 3-0, having just turned the ball over. Again, it's just, man, the Ravens are just not they're just not a playoff team, if I'm being honest, especially without Lamar Jackson. Like, I love Tyler Huntley. Don't get me wrong. I love Tyler Huntley. If we had a defense, and if we had even like half of what our offensive line was supposed to be this season, I would be much more enthusiastic and much more optimistic about our chances of not only winning this game, but competing. But it's difficult to see that, without Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's like the ultimate wild card in every situation. But when you don't have him, it's just so deflating. But all you can hope for is a low-scoring game here and for Pittsburgh to make enough mistakes that Baltimore can capitalize on them. So they took a look at that pick. So Edmonds picked it off, and then he was touched by Mark Andrews, so he was down by contact. It didn't even matter if he dropped the ball after that. So it's a pick, and he's down by contact at the the Pittsburgh 34. So Pittsburgh's going to start their own 34-yard line. Hand off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris picks up maybe a yard or two. 2nd and 8 coming up for Pittsburgh. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Here we go, 2nd and 8 here. Pittsburgh up 3-0. A single back formation, Big Ben under center. Big Ben. Handoff, to Snell, I should say, and Snell is going to gain about 2 yards. So 3rd and 6 coming up here for Pittsburgh. You got to make a play here, Ravens. You got to make a play. Defense has got to make a stop here. I mean, so difficult if they don't make a stop here. Here we go. 3rd and 6 here for Pittsburgh. Big Ben in the shotgun, looking. Ben throws short, and it is caught by his tight end right at the first down marker. That was Freiermuth, and I think that was indeed enough for a first down. Tragic. Fucking tragic, isn't it? What do you say? What do you say to that? You can't say nothing. So Freiermuth picks up a first down, and the Steelers are going to continue to chew some clock here in the first quarter and probably score because our defense is bad. It is. Worst passing defense in the NFL. And look, I know we got the injuries. It's just nothing you can do about it. You just got to next man up, play better here. Big Ben in the gun, takes the snap. Big Ben rolling, now stopping, now looking downfield, and he throws in a double coverage, intercepted. Geno Stone with the pick for Baltimore. And just like that, Big Ben says, anything you can do, I can do better to Tyler Huntley as he throws the ball right back to the Baltimore Ravens. So, nice job there. Nice job there by Big Ben, doing what he does best, throwing in a double coverage against the Ravens defense in big moments. We love to see that. We love to see that. It got me out of my seat. Hopefully it got all Ravens fans out there some energy. We need this energy. Hopefully this offense gets some energy because, my God, has it been lethargic in this game. You got to get creative. You got to get a win. Jacksonville is up. We can't control we can't control what other people do, but one thing we know is Jacksonville's up. Obviously, we still need Miami to win. We need Miami to lose against New England today, and we need the Chargers to drop a one against the Las Vegas Raiders. So we're gonna need help, but none of it matters if we don't win this game. We can't even watch the other games and care if the Ravens don't win this game. So take care of business here. Hopefully Jacksonville will take care of business. We'll see what happens with Miami tonight or today, and then we'll also see what happens with the Chargers and Raiders tonight. But none of it matters if the Ravens don't win here. Oh, man. Pro football, baby. You got to love it. You love to see it. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Guys, also be sure to leave your questions in the chat. We got a lot to get to in this game because the Ravens just got the ball back. Hopefully, Tyler Huntley can get this offense going as we are finally back from commercial. It was the longest commercial break of my entire life. I ran out of shit to talk about. And we got so much to talk about here on Week 18 of the NFL season. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know what you guys want to talk about in the chat as well. Here we go. Fresh off that Big Ben Roethlisberger pick, the Ravens have the ball back now. Here we go. Huntley, as the Ravens start from their own 25. Handoff here. It's going to be a handoff here. Devontae Freeman going to be picking up a big chunk of yardage, a gain of 15 by Devontae Freeman. It's going to set up a first down for Baltimore. What a play there. Devontae Freeman running a running back counter. He had a block from his guard. He also had a nice block from number 16, one of his wide receivers. I believe that was Wallace. So that was a really nice run there. Gets Baltimore some yardage. They're all the way up to about the 45-yard line. Oh, they're going to call it the 47. Nice, nice, nice. First and 10. Hand off to Freeman. Nowhere to go. Watt and everyone converge. Loss of 4. Don't play your own luck too many times, Baltimore. Come on now. We can't do that. We can't play our own luck too many times, guys. We gotta come on now. That was corny as hell. That was really corny. Now we're 2nd and 15, loss of 5. I misspoke. A loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Here we go. Huntley drops back. Huntley going to throw. Hollywood Brown has it. Hollywood Brown across the 50. Brown to the 47-yard line of Pittsburgh, setting up a second and we'll call it, third, I should say, and 6? 3rd and 4. Wow, I can't do math. It's Sunday. I'm tired. 3rd and 4 here as they're going to let this first quarter run out of Baltimore. So it's going to be a big 3rd down coming up on the other side of this CBS commercial break that they're going to do. But I'm not going to do a break, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know what you guys want to talk about in the chat as well. Oh, man. Again, Baltimore needs a win here. They need a loss by the Colts. They need another loss later today by the Miami Dolphins, and they need a loss by the Los Angeles Chargers tonight on Sunday Night Football, which I might do a stream for, in order to clinch a playoff spot. None of it matters, though, if they don't win here. I don't care what's going on right now in Jacksonville. The only thing the Ravens have control over is the fact that they can win. That's the only way they can help their cause. Ravens lose, they're out. Same thing for Pittsburgh. I don't really give a shit about Pittsburgh, though. It's all Ravens all the time when the playoffs are on the line, especially when we got Big Ben's final game, especially when we're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers in Baltimore after we lost to them in tragic fashion like we did earlier this season, guys. I am not trying to see my team drop 1-5 in the division this year. Got me fucked up if you think I'm going to let that happen. No. No. It's one thing to get swept by the Bengals. It's another thing to get swept by the Bengals and the Steelers in the same damn season at the same damn time. Even when we went 5-11. We swept the Steelers that year. I'm not dealing with this. We're beating this team. I don't care. Respect. I don't care if Jacksonville continues to get or goes on to get blown out by the Colts. We're beating this team. I'm not seeing the Ravens drop 2. We're not getting swept by the Steelers this year. I'd be damned. I'd be goddamned if that happens. Again, Jacksonville playing well over there, down there in Jacksonville against the Colts. Trevor Lawrence, what a stat line. 11 of 11, 104 yards, and a tub. So he's playing. He understands. The entire NFL world is watching Jacksonville today. The entire NFL world is watching Jacksonville, making sure that they can pull off the upset. Because if Jacksonville pull off the upset against the Colts, not only are the Ravens in the mix, not only are the Steelers in the mix, everyone else basically is still in the mix because that's like the one game that they need the Colts to drop. So there's a lot of people out there, Jacksonville, that are rooting for you. Tony Khan, get off Twitter and watch the game. But man, oh man, we're I am. The Ravens' future relies on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's see if they can keep it up. We'll see. Again, none of it matters if they don't win here. 3rd and 4 coming up. Big time 3rd and 4 here. And they're too far out of field goal range. A lot of rainy weather here in Baltimore today. They're at the Pittsburgh 47. In the gun is Huntley. Takes the snap. Huntley looking. Huntley gonna run. Huntley able to pick up 2 yards, but a 4th down and 2 coming up for Baltimore. And you got to think, you're an 8-8 team. You're playing Big Ben in Pittsburgh. Oh, they're going to punt? What? 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 We're punting the ball on 4th and 2. This is John, what are you doing? John, no! Damn it, John! It's a fake! Thank you, John! No! Fuck, incomplete. Oh, no. Bad execution on the fake punt pass. Sam Cook's NFL record passer rating is in the toilet now. Oh, my God. And Wallace is injured. He's on the ground. Oh, my God. Tylan Wallace is injured. Sam Cook, NFL record passer rating, is in the toilet, folks. And the Steelers get the ball back in midfield. No. Oh, no. Oh, my God. John. Why didn't you just run it, John? John! I'm so mad right now. Harbaugh, what are you doing? John! Come on, man. Oh, man. We were 8-3. We were 8-3 5 weeks ago. We were 8-3. We're about to drop 6 straight. Oh man, I am a sad panda. A sad panda. I'm just John. They had the fake cover too. It was 2-on-1 on that side, John. You don't call the fake there. If anything, you call a fake. If you're going to do a fake punt, anything, you don't do the pass. They have it covered on both sides. John, run it. Oh, so Pittsburgh again going to get the ball back there. I'm sorry. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. John. Big Ben, man. We don't beat Big Ben. Worst case, I'm not trying to get swept by the Steelers. That's the only thing. I'm not trying to get swept by the Steelers, guys. Oh, and the Colts are driving. That's great. That's fucking great. The Colts are driving. I can't believe this. The one thing the Ravens have control over is calling plays. Calling plays to try to win this game. Oh, Sam Cook. Sam Cook, R.I.P. your perfect stat line. 7 of 8 for his career. Rip. Here we go. Play action here. Short pass here, and it is going to be tackled for a loss. So second down coming up for Pittsburgh. A loss of about a yard, maybe half a yard there for Pittsburgh, as Baltimore had that pretty much covered. Patrick Queen on that tackle. Patrick Queen, he's moved to the other inside linebacker spot, and he's played very well at that this year. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ask your questions in the chat. 2nd and 10 here. As the Ravens, Patrick Queen trying to blow it up, and he does. The Ravens converge at the running back. The gamble played off. My God, Patrick Queen, like a bullet out of a gun, ran right past everyone in the hole in the offensive line and was able, along with Bowser, to get Snell down for a loss of 5 or 6 there. 3rd and 16 for Pittsburgh. Now they're going to spread it out a little bit here. 3rd and 16. Now they're at their own 39. Roethlisberger takes a snap. It's a screen out. McLeod, and he's got about 4 or 5 yards. Doesn't matter. 4th down. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be forced to punt here. Oh, come on. All right, we got a 3rd and 3 over there in Jacksonville. 3rd and 3 in Jacksonville as the Colts could be held to a punt or a kick here, or field goal. Let's see. Come on. As Duvernay is back deep to return this punt from Pittsburgh. Excuse me. The punt is going to be fair caught at the 20-yard line. That's where Tyler Huntley and company are going to come out. 3rd and 3. Come on. Oh, yes. There we go. That's what we love to see. They lost 10 yards on the play. 4th and 13. Indianapolis forced to kick the field goal here. Yes. All right, Jacksonville. Don't get too complacent. You're only up by 4. Now Trevor Lawrence, you keep this momentum up, kid. You were the first round pick. You were first overall pick, I should say, for a reason, kid. 11 for 11, 104 yards. Keep it up. Don't be a Sam Cook. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Please ask your question in the chat. Bored as hell today. Man, if Jacksonville wins that game and the Ravens lose in heartbreaking fashion today, you guys might be in store for a meltdown. I'm not going to lie to you. You might be in store for a meltdown. But we'll see, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Vic Fangio, of course, the big news of today. Vic Fangio fired as the Denver Broncos head coach. Denver had one of the best defenses in the league, at least scoring-wise. They were just never able to pick it up offensively enough to really have it matter. 7-10 this year, 5-11 last year, 7-9 the year before. Just not a good football team overall. Not a good football team on the offensive side of things. A lot of that to do with the quarterback position. A lot of that you could say had to do with overemphasizing defense at a time they probably should have been overemphasizing offense. But for that reason, he is out in Vic Fangio. And we're going to see a lot more head coaches going to be gone. Mike Zimmer is likely gone. He's going to be coaching his last game in Minnesota today. You would, as my pen went flying there, you would 100% think that Matt Nagy is coaching his last game. That's the consensus really around the league. Matt Nagy is coaching his last game over there in Chicago. And there's a few more. You also have Joe Judge on the hot seat. Matt Rule is being brought back, definitely. David Culley is someone from the Houston Texans. Everyone thought he was going to be a one-and-done coach. 4-12 this year. Whatever their score, the score of their game's kind of going to end up being, we'll see. But I don't think 4-12 and 5 or 4 and there's that much of a difference for them between 4-13 and 5-12. I don't think that's too much of a difference for them. Here we go. Pistol formation here for Baltimore. Now they switch to a shotgun. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff to Freeman. Devontae Freeman able to churn out about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up from the 23-yard line here for Baltimore. This is a defensive game, people. It's a defensive game. Big shout out to Josh Allen for getting that sack on Carson Wentz and making the Colts settle for a field goal. The world is rooting for you, Jacksonville. Do not mess it up. Trevor, you were the first overall pick for a reason. Tyler, you're the backup for a reason. Throws a wobbly pass, into coverage, and it's incomplete. I think they might have called that a fumble on the field. Did they call that a fumble on the field? No, they called it incompletion. They called it an incomplete pass. 3rd and 7 coming up for here for Baltimore. Guys, that was a wobbly pass. A lot of people thought that may have been a fumble potentially. As there's a Pittsburgh Steeler down. And he's able to get up under his own power. That's good to see. Or actually, he needs a moment. Yeah, he's going to take a knee now. I don't think they thought that was an interception. I think they thought that may have been a fumble. That may have been a fumble. I mean, there wasn't a whistle, so you just keep running. Right? As Marlowe is able to get up under his own power. That's good to see. 3rd and 7 here for Baltimore. For God's sakes, don't go 3 and out here. For God's sake, please. Please. Come on, Tyler. Prove it. You want to be a starter somewhere? You got to prove it here, Tyler Huntley. Let's go, baby. Let's get this dub. 3rd and 7. In the gun is Huntley. Takes a snap. Huntley has time. Huntley stepping up. Huntley throwing short. Incomplete. There's no flag on the play. Andrews is pissed, as is Marquise Hollywood Brown. Both of them look like they wanted a flag on that play. Was there a flag? No. Nah. That wasn't a flag. That wasn't a flag. That was just a really good defensive play. Just a really good play. Sam Cook now on to punt. And boots this away after the Ravens go 3 and out. And nice punt by Cook. Fielded at the 31, and it's going to be run back to the 40-yard line, which is exactly where Pittsburgh's going to take it out, and a late flag coming in. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Come on now, dude. Don't do ref ball. Don't do ref ball here. No. No. I don't want... do it. Don't do it. There we go. That's what I want. That's the kind of ref ball I want to see. Holding on the return team. So it's going to bring them back 10 yards. I love to see that. There we go. See, hey, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. As Cincy Edits is in the chat. Welcome, Cincy. Always good to see you. Congratulations on your team's week off from football. Cincy in the chat says, well, Bengals backups are not it. Oh, there's a reason you got starters, kid. I mean, Brandon Allen is. I think Brandon Allen's a serviceable backup. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's just can't start. He's a serviceable backup. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, they're backups for a reason. And you're also playing football god Case Keenum. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you're playing Case Keenum. Like Case Keenum, he doesn't lose. He just doesn't lose, especially at home. I think Case Keenum actually does have an impeccable record at home. Chucky Dolls is also in the chat. Welcome, Chucky Dolls. Says, I'm watching the Ravens game. You're watching this dumpster fire as well. Love to see it. Guys, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and all that. Ask your questions in the chat on this week 18 of the NFL season. So much to do. Not really much to do. Just watch Jacksonville hopefully win. And the Ravens somehow, someway, I don't know how we're going to win this game. We can't get past the 50-yard line. The Ravens can't get past the 50-yard line. Disgusting. I'm truly disgusted by this team. If we get to the point where somehow the Ravens win, somehow some miracle the Ravens win this game, some miracle the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Colts, and some miracle that Miami, well, I mean that wouldn't be a miracle, but stranger things have happened, obviously, but somehow the Miami Dolphins lose to the Patriots. I'm probably gonna do a stream for Sunday Night Football because then I need the Chargers to lose. America will be watching if that's the case. America will be watching. Although America's already watching this stream, right? Right? I don't know. Population might have gone down a little bit. But anyway, guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ask your questions in the chat. As we're coming back here, Pittsburgh is going to have the ball on 1st and 10 at about the 20-yard line.
Take a moment and acknowledge today's down judge, Ed Camp. Today, Ed's working his final regular season game. 21 years as an active on-field official. I can tell you on a personal level, I've spent many a flight with Ed. Ed is a conscientious recliner.
Conscientious recliner. Wow. There we go. All right, Pittsburgh starting here at the 29-yard line. At their own 29-yard line, I should say. Big Ben under center. Big Ben. Handoff here. And it's going to be Snell taking it for about a yard or two. 2nd and 8 coming up for Pittsburgh. Oh, they got an NFL Today update. All right, here. Oh, geez. Ryan Tannehill. Okay, touchdown to. Okay, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm sorry, Titans fans. I don't give a shit about that. Cincy in the chat says 14-0 Browns. Well, that's what happens when you play Case Keenum. Case Keenum is a totally different animal than Baker Mayfield. 2nd and 9 here for Pittsburgh. Big Ben in the gun. Takes the snap. Roethlisberger looking for Claypool. No, he's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. Gentry, the tight end, across the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh into Baltimore territory. He faked the screen, and then, he had him open wide open in the middle of the field. He had Gentry. This is why I don't stream Ravens games. I get upset. I genuinely get upset, people. First and 10, Pittsburgh at the 45-yard line of Baltimore. Handoff, Snell. Nothing to do about there, as they were able to get that stop. That was Patrick Queen on the stop. Since he says, well, Bengals are going to get the Pats. Yeah, I think that's actually there's very little that can happen for that not to happen. Actually, no, I mean, no, actually, there's a scenario. There's a scenario I think you guys could move up if Tennessee loses, I believe. I'm pretty sure. So that might change things. Anyway, here we go. Screen pass here to Gentry, and that's going to do not much to help the Steelers' cause. Gain of maybe a yard or two as he stretched out. They're going to say it's going to be a 3rd and 7 as Patrick Queen is clutching his chest. He seems to be clutching his chest. He's in a lot of pain. I think he's holding his collarbone. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign for the Ravens defense if Patrick Queen is injured. He was in a lot of pain. He was clutching almost that collarbone area, and we know that can be a consistent injury sometimes for people when they fall down in football. Man. 3rd and 7, though, for Pittsburgh. Baltimore's got to get a stop here. They'll be able to get him off the field with a punt. Let's see if they can. 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger fires, incomplete as his receiver fell down, and that's going to be forcing the Steelers to punt back to Baltimore. Will it matter? Because the Ravens will probably punt it right back to Pittsburgh anyway. Absolutely not. Oh, brutal. Since he says, I don't know who is 4th in the AFC. Here, I'll pull up the standings right now. I'm pretty sure you guys are 4th in the AFC right now, but here we go. This punt is away, and it is going to be fielded for a fair catch at the 11-yard line. 16-yard line. Sorry about that. I had my hatches wrong. Oh, a 30-second commercial break. CBS took mercy on us this time, boys. Boys. So Kansas City is in first place. Hold up. NFL playoff pictures. There we go. That's what we need to see. Thank you, NFL.com. So the NFL playoff picture right now in the AFC as it stands currently. Number 1, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. And they basically clinched that first round bye after yesterday. Number 2, you have right now the Tennessee Titans. Number 3, you have the Cincinnati Bengals, who are right behind. So your Bengals, since you're right behind there, they got a chance. If Tennessee drops one here to Houston and y'all win somehow, y'all get the 2 seed, which would help you guys in seeding, I guess. But you can drop to the 4 seed as well with a loss and a Buffalo win. Lots still to be determined here. 1st and 10, Huntley going to run with it to his left. Huntley picks up 3 yards on the ground. Tyler Huntley picks up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. Chucky Dawes asking me, who do you think's winning the Super Bowl? My real answer is going to be ask me again in a week because I'll make a prediction, but it's hard for me to see anyone but the Packers winning, as Tyler Huntley makes a jump pass almost there to Marquise Hollywood Brown near the 30-yard line for a first down. So Hollywood Brown able to get that first down. The Ravens going up-tempo. Pass over here to the right sideline over to Mark Andrews. Going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards. So that's going to put them in a more manageable second down scenario. As Jacksonville able to go all the way down. They got all the way down to the 1-yard line to Jacksonville, and they kicked the field goal from 20 yards out. Oh, okay. They're still up as Tyler Huntley diving for a first down run. Did he get there? They're going to give him, I think, the first down there. A very generous spot there by the officials. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Hey, officials. Just want you to know. There's more where that came from. Psych, no. Jokes, people. Although, Anyway, 1st and 10 here for the Baltimore Ravens in the pistol formation now. But for Super Bowl, I would say probably the Packers. I don't know. Ask me again in a week. Handoff here to Devontae Freeman, about a yard gain there.
He got a call from the Ravens during the draft, and they told him, hey, we're not going to select you, but we want to sign you. And that put the fire back in his belly. He rededicated himself because at that point he wasn't really sure what the future held.
2nd and 8 here for Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley drops back. He looks. He fires to Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews gets nothing there. 3rd and 8 coming up. We got some things to keep an eye on as well in this game for both teams. Obviously, the TJ Watt situation. TJ Watt is 1 sack away from breaking the NFL record for single season sacks. So he's got to get one. He's got a really bad offensive line to go up against. So it's gonna be something for him. Mark Andrews is, I think, 120 yards away or something like that from breaking the single-season NFL receiving record for a tight end. Hollywood Brown is like 20 yards away right now from a 1,000-yard season, his first 1,000-yard season. But they got to pick up a 3rd and 8 somehow. Maybe it'll be one of those ways as TJ Watt converges, and he was able to force the pass being thrown away. TJ Watt literally... Oh, by the skin of his teeth, that pass got away. Oh. The panic button did go off for Huntley, and it avoided a sack and an NFL record. Tyler Huntley said, I will not, sir. I will not be known. I will never be the trivia question. Who did TJ Watt sack to get his NFL record, 23 sacks or whatever it is? No. 4th and 8, Ravens going to be forced to punt here. Once again, right back to the Steelers. Punt is up and away, and it is a nice punt fielded at the 19-yard line by McLeod, which is where Pittsburgh, Big Ben, and company will come out again. Big Ben playing his final game in Baltimore, his final game as a Steeler, his final game, period, potentially. Since he has figured it out, he says, hey, yo, Colts are actually in losing the game. I'm dead. I'm hip. And somehow Baltimore's losing too. Man, ain't that a biznitch? Since he also says, I think the Bengals have more of a chance in the Pats against the Pats than the Colts. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. That Colts team has been really up and down. I mean, the question is your defense good enough to stop Jonathan Taylor? Which, look, if Jacksonville's defense is good enough to stop Jonathan Taylor in this game, and yours isn't, I don't know what to tell you. But you've got. But what the one thing that the Bengals have really going for them is the fact that they have a great wide receiver quarterback combo, like Jamar Chase or Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase is great, Pro Bowl, going to be a thorn in my side for like the next 10 years. But knowing the Bengals, they will find a way to fuck this up. They found a way. Look, I just want to be clear here. The Bengals found a way to waste AJ Green, Chad Johnson, TJ Who's Your Daddy, and many, many, many other receivers. If there's the franchise that can find a way to waste a talent like Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, it is your franchise, Cincy. Book it, brother. brother. So we're still in commercial here. Ravens just being forced to punt at every turn. I'm just like there's really not much to talk about. I'm not even going to hold you. I can go over and see what's going on across the NFL. I'll do this. Your NFL Today update. So we got Washington up 3-0 against the Giants. We got the Cleveland Browns shutting out the Cincinnati Bengals 14-0. You also got the Steelers, obviously, up 3-0 against the Ravens. Packers and the Lions in a tight one, 14-13. Right now, Lions lead that game. The Jaguars are up 10-3 against the Colts. Please hang on, Jacksonville. The Bears up 6-0 against the Vikings. Both of those coaches, and Mike Zimmer and Matt Nagy, going to probably be gone after today's game. You also have the Titans up 7-0 going into the waning minutes of the third quarter, or the second quarter, I should say, against the Texans. So a lot of action still early here as Big Ben able to elude the sack, and it's incomplete, deflected by Chuck Clark on the coverage as the pocket was collapsing around Big Ben. He tried to throw it short. It was incomplete.
They get a win here, and if Indianapolis were to lose to Jacksonville, the only thing that could ruin their potential playoff plans would be a tie. Las Vegas and Los Angeles Chargers.
Here we go. 2nd and 10 here. 5:29 left in the second quarter. Second and 10. Big Ben looking. Ben, handoff to Snell. And Snell is going to be dropped after a gain of about 2 yards. 3rd and 7? 3rd and 6? 3rd and 8. Oof. I can't do math, people. 3rd and 8 coming up here for Pittsburgh. Again, other storylines to keep an eye on. Calais Campbell, possibly his final game as a Baltimore Raven. Brandon Williams, possibly his final game as a Baltimore Raven. Jimmy Smith, been with the Ravens since 2010. Almost 12 years. This dude has been with the Ravens. Could be his final game with the Baltimore Ravens as well. Got to win here. Pride is on the line. Big Ben drops back, fires deep, and it's almost intercepted. Oh, Chuck Clark was the receiver. There was nobody else there. He tried to dive and make the catch, but he couldn't. Oh. Big Ben, I don't know who he was throwing to, overshot everything and everybody. And Chuck Clark almost made a pick. But we'll see. Maybe they can get that field position back as the Steelers are on the punt. Punt is up and away. Oh, that's a great punt. And it takes a Steelers bounce all the way down to the Baltimore 29-yard line. Man, nice punt there by not Percy Harvin. I just see P. Harvin. Like the punter's name's like P. Harvin. I'm like, Percy? You're a punter now? How the mighty have still managed to find a way to be in the NFL? I don't know. Since he says, damn, like the Ravens wasting Sammy Watkins and Marquise Brown. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that. Sammy Watkins is not a number one receiver. That's not a waste. Sammy Watkins is like a 40-catch, 400-yard receiver. We've used him just the way he needs to be used. Hollywood Brown's about to have 1,000 yards receiving. And look, the Ravens, I'll have you know, have never wasted a receiver. The receivers have wasted our time, I'll have you know. There's been very few great receivers in Ravens history, sir, in case you haven't known. All right, I've been doing this a long time, son. I've been doing this a long time. Like we don't waste receivers. We just waste our draft picks on them. That's what happens. They just are all bust. Except for Hollywood Brown is probably the best first-round wide receiver. It's definitely the best first-round wide receiver we've ever drafted. Here we go. First down. Play action here. Huntley drops back, throws for Andrews. Andrews caught it across the 50 to the 45, down at the 42-yard line in Steelers territory. Big play, the biggest play for the Baltimore Ravens in this game. A huge catch there by Mark Andrews, who again, I believe, now just under 100 yards away from breaking the NFL record for single-season receiving yards by a tight end. Shotgun here for the Ravens. There's a 28-yard catch. Handoff here to Latavius Murray. Murray driving his team all the way across the 40-yard line. All the way. 3 yards. And Patrick McCrary is on his knee. And he's walking gingerly on that right ankle. Mark Andrews. He has just surpassed. He's just tied Derek Mason for most catches in Ravens history by any receiver. Has Mark Andrews as? Oh my God, the butt sack. Tyler Huntley just got sacked by his own teammate. He ran into his own teammate. He ran into the buttocks of his own teammate and fell down and got sacked. And TJ Watt was not able to get the sack there, unfortunately. That would have been easy pickings for TJ. But again, so 3rd and 12? 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 here for Baltimore on the edge of field goal range. They would punt it from here. They're not kicking the field goal from 60 yards. They got to get something here to set up Justin Tucker. Huntley throws it deep, and oh my God, Mark Andrews just tripped on the route. He couldn't get it. Oh, 4th and 11 at the 43. And Ravens team MVP for this game, Sam Cook, is coming on to punt. 2:43 left in this half. I know it's Presley Harvin. That's the joke, Cincy. That's the joke. I know it's Presley Harvin, but I like to think it's Percy Harvin. 6 straight punts by both teams today. The Ravens have just been punting. That's all they do. Here we go. Sam Cook on to punt. Gets it away. And nice punt by Cook. And it is going to be dropped at the 6-yard line and fielded at the 6-yard line. Great job there by Sam Cook. Steelers are going to be deep in their own territory. Maybe that means they're going to be able to punt the ball to the Ravens at the 50-yard line. The Ravens, hey, they can pick up 10 yards. Ravens can pick up 10 yards and kick a 57-yard field goal and tie this game. I have confidence. This is why you punt the ball, people. Field position matters. I am getting hyped about field position in 2022. Call me a nerd. Call me whatever you want. That's the only way the Ravens are going to find a way to win this goddamn game. Field position, baby, and turnovers. Let's go. 1st and 10 here at the 6-yard line for Big Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now I just sound like Jamie Noble. Here we go. Hand off here. It's going to be an attack for a loss. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers now. You know, there's a kerfuffle. There's a kerfuffle going on. Ravens Steelers, love to see the chippiness, folks. I don't know about y'all. Ravens Steelers, I love to see the chippiness. Since he says, why are y'all punting? Justin Tucker could have made that. No, it's a rainy day, it's a windy day, and it's a cold day in Baltimore right now. Trust me, looking at the weather outside, it ain't nice, buddy. That it's no guarantee. You take the field position. It's going to be a low-scoring game anyway. Both offenses struggle as we are here at the 2-minute warning. Both these teams need a win here today to have any chance in the playoffs, but the reason you punt is 60 yards not guaranteed. You can get the punt off. You can play the field position game. Your defense is playing well enough right now that you can possibly get the ball back with better field position. That's why you play the field position game, kids. Oh, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, guys. I need to stop saying, oh, man. I'm starting to sound like Sean Ross Sapp. I'm not trying to do all that. But, yep. Let's take a quick look around the league as Bengals. Hey, man. Cincy, you guys aren't dead yet. You guys have the ball. Down 14-0. It's 3rd and 33. It's not pretty. I'm not going to lie to you. But, yeah, down 14-0 are the Bengals to the Browns. The Washington football team 3-0 over the Giants right now. We still got a 14-13 game as the Lions are beating, I should say, the Packers with 42 seconds left before halftime. The Jaguars are at the 50-yard line right now. 38 seconds left in the second quarter. They're now at the Indy 43 with 38 seconds left in the second quarter. All right, come on, Jacksonville. You can kick a field goal. Let's go up 2 scores, Jacksonville. Come on. And in the I'm Fired Bowl, Matt Nagy is up 12-0 against Mike Zimmer and the Minnesota Vikings, and the Titans, of course, 14-0 over the Houston Texans right now, right before halftime. All these games are still in the first half. Washington, New York just went to halftime, I should say. Or is just about to go to halftime as the Washington football team look like they're lining up for a field goal. Who cares? Since he says, who cares? He's Justin Tucker. He makes everything. Well, I agree with you. Not in this rain, man. Not in this rain. Trust me. Like, Tucker would, if Tucker was confident in that, he would have gone out there and told Harbaugh that he would have walked onto the field. Genuinely, he would have walked out into the field. Excuse me. Oh, buddy. Come on, Jacksonville. Jacksonville's at the Indy 26 with 30 seconds remaining. Let's go. Drive it in for a touchdown, Trevor. Come on, they didn't call you touchdown, Trevor, for nothing. Come on, T. Lawrence. I got faith in you, Trevor. I got faith in you, Trevor Lawrence. Here we go. 2nd and 10 now. Back to the Steelers-Ravens game. 2nd and 10. At the 6-yard line. Roethlisberger throws it. Oh, and it's dropped by Deontay Johnson. A little bit too high for Johnson, but he dropped it. It went right between his fingers. 3rd and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh at the 6-yard line. Come on. I believe. Ish. I believe-ish, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Come on. Pittsburgh here. 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger in the gun. Big Ben takes the snap, drops back, throws. His receiver fell down. Did Freiermuth? No flag. Yes! 4th and 10. Field position matters. With 1:52 remaining, the Baltimore Ravens are going to get the ball back via punt with all 3 timeouts. Oh, man. Guys, I told all of you field position matters. There's nothing like a good old punt off as Presley Harvin gets this punt away. And it is going to be not a great punt, and the Ravens are going to get the ball at like the 40-yard line. Let's go inside Pittsburgh territory. Field position matters, folks. Let's go. As I'm losing my mind over punts. This is reminiscent of the 2019 Super Bowl between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. When I was watching that game at Steel Plate, big shout out RIP Steel Plate in DC, and I was just reveling in the punting that was happening in that game. Ravens start here, 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 40. Shotgun here for Huntley. Takes a snap. Huntley going to step up. Huntley going to run now. Gets a block from his tight end. He's going to gain 10. He's across the 30. All the way down to the 21-yard line is Tyler Huntley. A gain of 20. And Baltimore, still with all 3 timeouts, 1:38 remaining in this half, are at the 21, call it maybe the 20-yard line. I'm not sure exactly where they called him out of bounds. Right at the 21. I just saw the replay. Let's freaking go. Wow, they gave him a bad spot. They're going to say 22-yard line. Boo. Boo, ref ball. Whatever. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Huntley in the gun. Looking. Huntley throws it, and it is caught. Gain of about 6 by Mark Andrews, and like that, Mark Andrews holds the Ravens record, 104 catches in a season. Most catches by a Ravens receiver in history. He's bettering Derek Mason's 103 catches that he had, I believe, back in 2010. Or 2009? When was it? When did Derek Mason have that great season? Or that great season where he caught a lot of balls? I think that was 2010, right? Nope, call me wrong. I was wrong, baby. I think I was wrong, right? Oh, it was 2007. Right, 2007. Whatever. Here we go. Huntley looking. It's a read option. Huntley has a 1st down. Huntley inside the 10-2, and he dives for a 1st down for about the 13, 12-yard line. Or sorry, inside the 10. No, he's at like the 6 or 7-yard line. Again, I'm getting my hashes wrong. I'm tired. It's Sunday. It's still kind of early on a Sunday, you know. It be like that though, folks. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Since he says fumble, 6 Bengals score. Oh my gosh. Low. Okay, here we go. We'll talk about the Bengals later. We got plenty of time at halftime. Talk about them. First and goal. Baltimore still have not used all their timeouts. Here we go. Looking. Short pass to Freeman, and that play is blown up. Cameron Sutton blows it up in the flat as with the clock still running at 35 seconds. Someone just took a timeout. Oh, wow. So the Jacksonville Jaguars are at the 2-yard line. Second and goal with 7 seconds left. Jacksonville, pound it in, baby. Pound that rock. Pound that rock. Pound that rock. Get in. Let's go up 17-13. 17-3, baby, at halftime. Come on. Do it. Do it, Jacksonville. This is not a serious stream at all, as I don't care. And, okay, so Jacksonville's just going to let this go down? Okay, Jacksonville's going to kick the field goal. Good enough. You still have 2 scores. All right, here we go. Second and goal here for Baltimore. Huntley drops back. Huntley has time. Huntley going to be sacked by T.J. Watt and company. Flags come flying. And I think they might call that roughing the passer. Wow. So, wow, they called unnecessary roughness on the sack on Cameron Hayward, who got the sack that would have forced the Ravens to burn another timeout there and would have made them lose yardage. It was helmet to helmet. Yep. Cameron Hayward, he dropped his helmet. It's a bang play, I get it, but Cameron Hayward dropped the helmet, forced that head-to-head collision with the quarterback while he was still in the pocket. So now first and goal at the 3-yard line for Baltimore. 28 seconds left and a stop clock. Options here for Baltimore. They still have 2 timeouts. Huntley in the gun. Play action. Tyler Huntley. He's going to be wrapped up. Sacked by T.J. Watt, and that's the NFL record. T.J. Watt gets the sack on Tyler Huntley. And the Ravens are forced to burn their second timeout here. And he was just able to get around everybody. Very little resistance. T.J. Watt now stands with Michael Strahan, 22.5 sacks in a single season. He's got a chance to potentially get be the only one with that stat line, or that record, I should say. If he gets another half sack here, Jacksonville will kick the field goal, and it was good. They are up 13-3 against the Indianapolis Colts right now as they went into halftime. Second and goal for Baltimore here at the 6-yard line. 22 seconds left. Huntley into the end zone off the hands of Marquise Hollywood Brown. Incomplete with 19 seconds to go. Third and goal coming up. And Hollywood dropped it. Hollywood just dropped it. Oh. He's got to put his hands out and catch it. Wow. Come on, Hollywood. Come on, Hollywood. That would have been a touchdown. Now, third and goal. Baltimore's got to do something here. Come on, Baltimore. And I think we got another timeout. Timeout, Baltimore. So Baltimore takes their last timeout here at third and goal. You got one more chance to potentially punch it in here. If you don't, you got Justin Tucker, greatest kicker in NFL history. Kick the field goal, going to the halftime, tied. Again, Jacksonville up 13-3. That looks good for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore needs Jacksonville to win. They need Patriots to win. And on top of that, I believe they need the Raiders to win, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm not mistaken. I think you throw it to Mark Andrews here. You throw it to Mark Andrews here. That's what I would do. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Third and goal. 19 seconds left. Likely the Ravens' last offensive play before halftime. Huntley, empty set, looking. Huntley gonna roll to his right. Huntley throws it up, deflected by TJ Watt, incomplete. Baltimore's gonna be forced to punt. TJ Watt is holding his arm in pain. He's holding his groin, I should say, in pain. Ooh, let's see what happened here. He was holding his groin in pain. He's in some discomfort as he was able to deflect that ball. And, he got, inadvertently took a knee right to the yam bag. Ooh, that's going to be sore in the morning, folks. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Justin Tucker on for the field goal from like 23 yards or whatever to tie this game going into halftime. 24 yards. Kick is up, on its way. It is good. Tied ball game with 11 seconds to go in the first half. So, hey, you're telling me there's a chance. Oh, gosh, what a game. What a time to be alive, people. What a time to be alive, as some people would say. I don't know. Big shout out to my boy Joe. I'm going insane, people. As I'm trying to keep up with everything else that's going on now. I'm getting text messages from my friends. That's funny. Oh, God. All right, Ravens tied 3-3. Oh, my God, man. I just need... Come on. Let's just win this game since he says Ravens are sad. Not as sad as my brown ass. Here we go. Here's the kick. Fielded at about the 12-yard line and run back to the 26 for Pittsburgh. So 7 seconds, 2 timeouts. Probably just handoff, take a knee, whatever. Going to halftime. Ravens Steelers, Big Ben personified here. 3-3 ball game going into halftime. Defensive battle. These offenses are not doing particularly well. As Big Ben takes the knee, we're going into halftime. Tied 3-3. Both these teams still alive in their own right in the playoff hunt. But, oh, man, they need help. Pittsburgh needs a win here. They need an Indianapolis loss, I believe. Actually, I don't even know what the scenarios are for Pittsburgh. I don't really care. You know what? I don't care what the scenarios are for Pittsburgh. I care about the Ravens scenarios. You know what the scenario I care about is? I care about the Ravens getting into the playoffs because Jacksonville is going to win, because the New England Patriots are going to win, and on top of that, the Raiders are going to win. That's what's going to happen. Point blank. That is what's going to happen. It is not a prediction. It is a spoiler, people, as Paul Heyman would love to tell you. Oh, as I am still reeling, though, people. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still reeling from just the fact that we were 8-3 and we haven't won since. We're number 1 in the AFC. One game. Could have won one game. Nope. Wasn't in the cards for us, people. Colts lost, Chargers lost, Dolphins lost, or tie. Hey, New England, if you want to go for the tie, Miami, if you want to go for the tie, you go for it. You do that, Miami. You do that. You get that tie. That is the most you will have in that game because Bill is going to draw up an immaculate game plan. That's what's going to happen. The Las Vegas Raiders, who were probably already in the playoffs, guess what? Marcus Mariota is going to go off for 8 touchdowns in that game, all right? 8 touchdowns by Marcus Mariota because they're probably going to bench Derek Carr. Shit. And Indianapolis is going to drop one. I have faith. Hold the line. Hold the faith, people. Hold the faith. Oh my God, I am. Being a sports fan is stressful. As I guess this is a halftime show. I've never done one of these with multiple games going on, so we're just gonna roll with it. Keep on rolling, baby. Oh man, Big Ben's last game. What? And it is Ravens Steelers personified. As the Bengals finally got on the scoreboard there, as the Browns still got a chance here to put at least 3 up on the board, as they are driving within deep in Bengals territory with 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Ravens, Steelers tied 3-3. Lions right now beating the Green Bay Packers. Yep, with Aaron Rodgers in the lineup too, which is insane to think about. Lions beating the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers in the lineup, 17-13 at halftime. The Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence keeping that fight alive, baby. Trevor Lawrence proven why he was the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Beating the Indianapolis Colts right now 13-3. 19-25, 208 yards, and a tub for Trevor Lawrence. The game of his life, people. And the Titans are absolutely steaming past the Houston Texans. It's not even close right now. 21-0. They got skunked. They're getting skunked down there in Houston. Skunked. I don't know why I'm using all these voices. I'm trying out different voices. That was Dave Rubin. That was Dave Rubin. Oh, I forgot one game. In the I Will Be Fired After This Game Bowl, Matt Nagy and the Bears are beating Mike Zimmer and the Vikings 14-3. So there's that. So can't speak. There's that. Man. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't know, as Lex Luger would say. And these t-shirts are too tight too, Billy. I have no idea what I'm saying. Genuinely zero idea what I'm saying at this point. So I'm listening to the halftime show. Oh, let's listen to the highlights then. Let's just listen to the highlights. I love Nate Burleson. Up, up, and away.
Nice ball right here to a wide open Anthony Ferguson, Ryan Tannehill, Willen, and Dillon. To his top receiver, A.J. Brown.
21-0 are the Titans over the Houston Texans. Poor Davis Mills. Cincy.
How about Jamar Chase? He's on the cusp of setting a single-season receiving yardage record for the Bengals, and he's going to do it right here. He's going to take this one 24 yards. He's over 1,455 yards. Congratulations to that great.
Congratulations, Jamar Chase. Yeah.
Back comes Case Keenum. He's going to throw a touchdown pass right here to Jarvis Landry up the sideline. Another wide receiver from LSU. And
The LSU wide receivers just taking over, aren't they? Oh, here we go. Let's listen to these highlights. Jags, Colts.
Trevor Lawrence on fire, 19 of 25, 208 yards. Remember, if the Colts win, they're in. If the Jaguars
Keep the fight alive, Duval.
Steelers or the Ravens. For Ben Roethlisberger, possibly his last regular season game at the same place for his first regular season start. Snap, and you see right here, T.J. Watt, the sack there, gives him 22 and a half, ties Michael Strahan. He needs one more half sack to set the NFL sack record. Packers at the Lions.
Oh, Packers, Lions. Rodgers playing and the Packers are losing here. Philly. Wow. The Lions ran a Philly special for like a 60-yard touchdown. And Aaron Rodgers making it look effortless, just throwing the ball. Oh, my God. 17-13. Don't count out DC and those Lions, though. Don't count them out, baby. Oh, man.
We bend it.
Couriers, fix-it men. What you do, your father invented it.
What the fuck?
All
What
this
the fuck?
filth that consumes you, leave it.
Like, honestly, what's going on?
What they want. Yeah. More payback.
Why is it not working?
Mayor of Kingstown. All episodes now streaming.
Alright, we're gonna have to... Okay, let's see. Maybe that worked. Did it work? I'm not sure. I think that might have worked. Let's see. Hopefully that worked. Okay. Thank you, C and Ravensflock. Thank you. Ravens and Steelers tied at 3-3. I have absolutely nothing to talk about. There's nothing really to talk about. The only thing there is to talk about is how little there really is to talk about coming out of there. Both those offenses are not playing well. Drop passes, miscommunications, picks that are ill-advised throws, honestly. It's just, what can you say? It's just bad offense, combined with some really good defense, actually. Like, some of the defensive plays have been very good on both sides. And special teams, what can you say? The punts have been amazing. Punts have been amazing. Ravensflock, can you hear him? Yeah, Ravensflock, can you hear me? I don't know. Can you hear me? Oh, man. All right. Come on. Come on, let's get to the game. I'm all about Hopkins medicine, but come on, let's get to the game. It's been plenty of time. I'm trying to get to this game. We've had our halftime show, our extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to get back to this game, get back to football, and watch my team close it out with a dub. Worst case, we're ending the season 9-8, winning record, and handing Big Ben a loss in his final game. His final game.
Saying that week 18 in the NFL, we've got a confluence of events happening here right now in Baltimore. If either of these two teams are to make the playoffs, they've got to win. That's first and foremost. Then they need help, and that Indianapolis-Jacksonville game plays a very large role in that. Ben Roethlisberger, this could be his final game as a pro.
Here we go. Okay. Thank you.
NFL record for sacks in a season.
That Iron Eagle. I don't know. And yes, you guys are just watching me eat right now as we're in halftime. Again, game side 3-3. TJ Watt's been close to getting a sack many times. He got that forced fumble earlier on, and then he tied Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 sacks on that last drive, and he got hit in the groin for it too. JJ Watt tweeted out, "No words, just proud. Unbelievable at TJ." Yeah, big bro, smiling down on little bro. Both bros will be in the playoff. Well, one of those bros already clinched his ticket to the playoff. Maybe the other one can too. I hope not. Better not. Ravens gonna kick. Ravens gonna return this kick now. They're gonna get the second half kickoff. Fielded at about the 11 or 9-yard line. Duvernay out to the 30-yard line, and that's where he's gonna be brought down. And that is where Tyler Huntley and the Baltimore Ravens offense are gonna come out. Evan Washburn, best frosted tips in the game. Come on. Jacksonville's got the ball, and Jacksonville's in the red zone again. Right now, up 13-3, about to go up more against the Indianapolis. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no. There's an injured Raven. Who is that? The numbers covered up. In a lot of pain on his shoulder. It's an 8 in there. I don't know I don't know who that was. They didn't show the number. So, hopefully he's okay. Man, you hate to see that. Week 18. Hate to see that. Well, guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Jacksonville doing the Lord's work by beating Indianapolis right now. This is what I meant. This is Jacksonville's Super Bowl. This is Trevor Lawrence's big moment. 1st and 10 at the Indy 23. Come on. Yeah, that's what I love to see, Jacksonville. Just keep on fighting, baby. I love that. I love the fact that the Jags are actually doing this somehow. Some way. Jersey Mike's. Yeah, they're better than Subway. Unless Subway wants to pay me to say they're not. Like, I don't know, Subway. You send me some free sandwiches, you might get a sponsorship. I don't know. Maybe. Let me know. Let me taste test some. Again, not much to talk about. You guys have any questions in chat? Put them in there. I don't really... There's really not much to talk about. I mean, this game is shit. This game is pretty crap. Oh, God. T-Mobile. More T-Mobile commercials. You know, I should upgrade to the iPhone 13. Yeah, I should upgrade. I'm going to do that. We're still in injury timeout. As there was a Ravens special team specialist who was injured. So hopefully come on the other side of that and everything's good. Everything seems to be good. That Seymour was able to walk off under his own power. That's good to see. 14:55 left here in the third quarter. Tie ball game, 3-3. Both these teams need a win in order to get into the playoffs. My Ravens, more importantly, are going to win as Jacksonville just expanded on their lead. Jacksonville's now up 16-3 over Indianapolis. Come on, Jags. Keep the fight alive. Tyler Huntley, 1st and 10. At the 30. Love to see it. As the Ravens are starting to line up here as we start to get back to play. First down. Huntley in the gun. Huntley drops back. No, he's going to hand it off, to Freeman, and Devontae Freeman's going to lose 2 on that play. Oh, the NFL Today update. Oh, wow. So Jacksonville actually scored off of a turnover by Carson Wentz. Yes! Yes, control your narrative, Carson Wentz. Embrace your narrative, Carson Wentz. 2nd and 11 here for Baltimore. Huntley takes the snap. Huntley throws to Freeman in the flat. Freeman's got a few yards, and he's going to spin out for a gain of 2 more. It's going to set up a 3rd and 6. 3rd and very manageable. Get the ball into Mark Andrews' hands, baby. Let's go. I'm very excited. 3rd and 6 here for Baltimore. Empty set. In the gun is Huntley. Huntley. Pocket collapses. Rolls out right. Huntley directing traffic. Huntley picks up the first down with his feet. Gain of 8 there by Tyler Huntley. 1st and 10, Baltimore, and they just keep on rolling, baby. Let's go. Let's do this, baby. Baltimore. Let's do this. Come on. Here we go. Handoff here. And it's going to be Latavius Murray's going to run out for a gain of 9. Oh, they're going to give him a first down. Even better. Let's go. The Ravens coming out of the locker room with some fight as they are able to get all the way across midfield into Pittsburgh territory. Yeah, I hear that marching band in the background. We love to hear it. Here we go. 1st and 10 Baltimore from the 46-yard line of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Handoff to Latavius Murray. Murray stretches out for a big run. He's got it. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. Latavius Murray with his play of the season. Untouched. The Ravens go 5 plays, 68 yards in just over 2 minutes. Oh, my God. And just like that, the Ravens are up by a touchdown. With Jacksonville winning in Indy. And they got, I know it's still minimal. It is still minimal, but you're telling me there's a chance. Here's the kick. Extra point is good by Justin Tucker. Ravens have a lot of things that need to happen, actually. Miami needs to lose, and Los Angeles Chargers need to lose today. I mean, again, none of it matters if they don't win this game. You got to win, Ravens. Come on, Baltimore. Come on. That's what I needed to see. I needed that coming out of halftime.